And of course, I forgot to plug in the microphone. Again, I do this pretty regular, at least every other time. There we go. All right. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be having this 2017 Menu B CR1M. Got some pretty cool information I'm going to share with you guys. I'll get into that here in just a few minutes when I get into this. I also have a box here uh, that's sent all the way from Canada, from Bourbon Street Joe. That's what I'm going to start saying instead of saying the Nola part on the end. Sorry, my nose is stopped up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go grab something to see if I can't clear myself up real quick. Be right back. Hopefully this stuff will work. It usually does a pretty good job. First time I ever used it, we were filming Eating History, and I think it was right towards the end. I was getting sick. I might have had COVID. I don't know. I really don't know. But I sounded awful and really so bad that we couldn't even film. And somebody went and got me some of this stuff, and that was the first time I ever tried it. And it did. It cleared me right up, and we got through the day with me using that stuff. So I will say, if you got a stopped up nose, it'll clear you up. Somebody sent a super chat. Let me go back and Horny Animal says, "Hey, how was your week, Smokey?" Let me reflect back on my week real quick. And thanks for the super chat, Horny Animal. I appreciate the heck out of that. I really do. This week, what did I do this week? I had doctor's appointments. Oh, we got a snowstorm, uh, which would have been on Thursday. You little... Here, I got you, buddy. Don't bark at me, okay? Hey. Or bark at me. Anyway, dude, stop. Anyway, we got about, I think, probably 3 or 4 inches of snow here, which is the most we've had in a while. And my car will not move now out of the driveway, so I've been pretty much stuck here since Thursday. When it first started snowing, my son was up in a parking lot here messing around in the snow, and I took my car up there and played around a little bit in the snow. But I didn't think I was going to make it up there, and then once we got some more snow, that was it. Um, where was I at? Oh yeah, I'm waiting to see Bourbon Street. And thanks again for that $20 super chat, Horny Animal. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully, I'll sound better here in a second. Uh, Loving the warm weather. Wait, is Joe in here? Looks like he might be. Did I miss him? Oh, there he is. It says evening all. Okay, good. Got this box right here, and it looks like it made it through. I don't think there's any customs anything on it. I have it turned around backwards for you guys because obviously we don't want to dox Joe. Before I move on any further, I will mention real quick. Look, these aren't sponsors or anything like that. They're just people in the community that sell rations and make it a little easier to find. And especially since eBay did the whole MRE being banned over FRH thing, which is, I'm just going to say no comment. It's ridiculous. That's my comment instead of no comment. But anyway, Minotaur has got a sale going on right now, 25% off if you use the code SNOW, SNOW. Get 25% off. Now, that does end tonight at midnight, is what Bob said. So you can get yourself 25% off. It's, you're only spending $7.50 on every $10 that you want to spend. Decent sale. I don't think the code OS10, I think you can only use one code, so my code doesn't matter. Second of all, I do have a cup right here. You need some MREs? Art and Nina over at foreignmre.com. They you can use code OS10 or Oldsmokey10. Both those codes over there work. I think it'll give you $10 off, which I think it puts the cases. I don't know what it puts the cases at, but anyways, you can go over there to foreignmre.com and they have MREs. I think they're 2019s, and I mean, if you're having trouble finding them on, they're going to be less than $10 a meal too over there. I know that last I checked. So less than $10 a meal ain't bad. Okay, what was the next thing I was going to get to? Oh yeah, we'll go through some CR1M information here shortly whenever we get to the CR1M. Hey, looks like John's on here. What's up, man? And I see Aletha. I'll be there. No work for me tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. Also, if I don't know who it was, but someone in the community passed away. Bob talked about it in his last video. I'm still drawing a blank on who it could be, but you guys should go watch Bob's last video. I think it was his last video. I don't think he's put anything up since then. I haven't seen anything come up since then. Maybe he has. But anyway, since Joe is here, we're going to move the CR1M from Dan back here, and we're going to open up this box, which I think I can, yeah, we can do it this way. We're going to do it. Oh, no, yeah, we'll use a pocket knife for this. We're going to crack right into this box that he sent along, all the way from Canada. Don't flip the box or I'll dox him. Because I did not mark out the address at all on this. Because I knew I was going to have to do it this way anyway. There was no point. Oh, yeah, John, I texted you back, buddy. You texted me and I texted you back. Hey, there's Dan. The one responsible for sending this along just sent along a Australian $20 super chat. Says, howdy, everybody. Good to see you all. Well, thanks for the super chat, Dan, man. You don't have to do that. I try to look down and see as much of the chat as I can. And some people commented last week that they really actually enjoyed the fact that I spent more time talking directly to you folks in the comments or in the chat versus being more focused on the food. So I'm going to try to do a little bit more of that. I'm not going to rush through it, but I'm going to probably break this into 2 meals. Do one this week, and then we're going to do the cold climate next week. It's great weather for it. And then the week after that, we're going to finish this, and then the week after that, we'll finish the cold climate. So that's what I got planned. That's what I'm thinking. Instead of breaking it into 3 meals, which ends up being a little bit... it's just too much. Too many meals on one live stream. From one ration, is what I mean. Alright, but again, thanks Dan, and thanks Horny Animal for sending along those super chats. I can tell you exactly how much 20 Australian dollars is right now, though. It converts to $14.36 according to YouTube. I probably won't be able to figure that up any other time other than this one, because it was an even number and I was able to subtract it from the previous number. So that's what the conversion rate looks like. Smitty General, John, just so many awesome people in here. Love coming to the stream. Well, yeah, man, we are lucky. Honestly, we are lucky to have so many good people that frequent this live stream that I do once a week. Try to do it once a week. Alright, do I have I do. Alright. What do I got here? I'm going to use this box for the peanuts. This, there we go. Packing peanuts. Box just closed on me. There's stuff down in there too. This is actually well packed because a lot of times, I don't know why. Anybody else, let me know if you agree with this. A lot of times, I have packages that come from Canada, And it's only when they're coming to the U.S., not when I ship them to Canada. But packages that come to the U.S. from Canada a lot of times get more rough handling than almost any other parts of the world that I get packages from or send packages to. I don't know what it is. Like, if it's the customs, in particular, the ones that they pass through coming from Canada to the United States, or what. So, tip to any Australians sending it, or Australians, any Canadians sending anything down here, I would advise you to probably do do this. Okay, Dan just messaged me about this. That is kind of like a little bit of an inside joke. If you guys see the thumbnail for this, obviously this isn't super rare, right? But it's an inside joke. A lot of people get it, and I'm going to change it after tonight. I'm going to change the thumbnail to a regular thumbnail. I just thought it'd be fun to make it super rare tonight. Anyway, okay. Let's go with this first, because this I know. This I definitely know. Well, no, maybe I don't. Hang on a second. I don't know that I've ever a double. I don't know what that means. What is a double to a connect? Like, I don't understand. I've had tons of coffee crisp. Does that mean it's double the size and double the something else? I'm watching the chat right now. I don't know. I've never seen one of these before. So, Marilyn says it was funny. Well, only probably like maybe 60 to 100 people will understand that thumbnail, but to that 60 or 100 people, it'll be funny. So, anyway, I got a little chuckle out of it also. Tim Hortons, I seen something about Tim Hortons. We order doubles. It's something, okay, cream and sugar. Oh, cream and sugar. Oh, so this is like, instead of it just being like straight coffee flavored, it's cream and sugar coffee flavored, maybe? Is that what it means? Let me read here. A sweet and creamy treat. That's all it says. Makes a nice light snack. I'm not seeing anything else specific about it. Hey, cat. What are you doing? Kitty. Kitty. Freaking weirdo cats. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about cream and sugar on there. It's a 50-gram bar, though. Alright. I don't know what the regular coffee crisp are. I want to say they're not 50 grams, but maybe they are. Okay, we've got something in a little bottle there. And another thing in a little bottle here. Oh, there's something else down in here. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna pull out packages and then open them. Well, individually wrapped items. And pray that I don't miss anything, which you'll be able to tell me if I do. Okay, I don't know what this last thing in here is, but we'll get to that in a second. Break out the little razor blade. Wait, what'd that say? Smoky what? I have a homemade MRE. Almost done. I've decided to make a 24-hour MRE. Hope you like it. It has a theme. Hopefully sending it. Well, LC, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I love doing stuff like that. Seeing people's take on what they think it would take to constitute a 24-hour ration with things that are available over the counter. And maybe even some MRE components or something that you might have laying around, or something along those lines. All right, what do we have here? Honey. Grandma's honey. Now crunchier and tastier. Graham crackers. Grams. My Sand? I've never heard of these before. Never seen these before. This is definitely not a product that we have in my area or anywhere else that I've traveled. I've never seen these before. They feel light and airy. So I'm going to bet that extra crunchy part is accurate. So those will be interesting. I think there's probably a reason that he put those in there. Let's find out. Let's keep going here. I think I can slide this out. Like this. Okay. These are cracker sandwiches, peanut butter. I've never seen these either. The Skyflakes. I've seen the Skyflakes crackers. Bob had some, and Dub C sent me some. I have some right here by my foot that in a box that Dub C sent me. So, is there just one in there? There's a two in there. That's my. I haven't eaten anything at all again today. What do you need? Oh. What do we have here? Garlic flavored? Huh. Those are individual crackers. And these are onion and chive. I used to eat, what are they? Lance. They're called Captain's Wafers is what they were called. But they were sour cream and chive. White crackers with like sour cream and chive cheese in it. They were really good. Cream cheese with sour cream and chives. That's what it was. These are sweet butter cream. Those sound fantastic. All these sound really good, actually. Those are making my mouth water. Oh, wait. There's one more. I almost missed the chocolate ones. Wow. What are you? Are these French, maybe? Is that French-Canadian? Is that what it's... Let me look where these are produced at. No, looks like the Philippines. Huh. Visit us on the website, mysign.com. Is this something they sell in the stores up there? Hang on a second. Oh, you're... Okay, that's fine if you're playing. That's good. The little injured cat that I have is she's actually playing. Well, her injuries are very old, but she still has injuries. All right, let's see what these are. I think I put my knife away already. Oh, there it is. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, that looks familiar. Is that what's actually in here? It looks awful thick. Whoa. Whoa. Mountain Java? Look at that. Look at the creamer separation on the bottom. I think that's... Or wait, that's the label. Sorry, the label. Interesting. The label really does cover it up. What percentage is this? 17.5 should be what? 35 proof? 35 proof. Right? Am I right about that? I don't know. I've never seen this one before. Mountain Java cream liquor. Looks like one you'd need to shake, but maybe not. Looks like this one is similar. No, this is pecan. This is butter pecan. Butter pecan, like, that's my favorite ice cream, is butter pecan. Butter pecan moonshine. Look at how creamy that is. I didn't know you could do that to moonshine. This one is also 17.5%. Well, all this, like, could go together. You could, you could really binge out and get extremely sugar rushed off of eating all of this. That is, man, that is super cool. Which, I like these too, because when you're done, you get to keep these little bottles. I mean, I know it's goofy, but are they the same? This feels bigger. Nope, they're the same size as the ones that I have already. That one's 64. 64 percent, 128 proof. It's got a little kick to it. Daggone. All right, let's see what else we got in here. One more thing in here, I do believe. What? This is like a vintage. This has to be old. Yeah, this is really old, actually. I recognize some of this packaging as being vintage, and it being from... When is this from? CT says, Smoke Show, hey everyone, with the Canadian 13.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Canadian Trucker, he's one of my oldest Canadian friends on here, I do believe. Nope, take it back. B Temple. B Temple's my longest running Canadian buddy, and then it was CT, and then it was Smitty, and now we got Joe. Military style field ration pack, the Rat Pack, is a combination of genuine Canadian and U.S. government specification field rations. These are... Wait, that can't be right. That's just a mess up there. These are... supplier over. Okay, wait. So that is correct. Supplier overruns and are identical to what the soldiers get, while the exception that we mix up the components to provide a variety. Each kit contains a boil-in-the-bag entree, which may be consumed hot or cold, a dessert, 2 snacks, coffee or tea, a sweet, hot beverage mix, and condiments, as well as a spoon, matches, and towelette or toilet paper. In an effort to prevent boring camp cuisine, we use the snowflake method of packaging and hope that no two packages are alike. Remember, it's not just a meal, but an adventure. I like their packaging strategy. I like that. Wait, where am I at? Each pack contains anywhere from 1,600 to 2,000 calories. Wow, that's a lot for back in the day. Packed by Spike Camp Wilderness Safety Supply Limited. This is really cool, actually. So it says for long-term storage, store in a cool 40-degree Fahrenheit, I think, maybe? Can't really tell. To 5 degrees Celsius, dry, dark area. And for more storage details, give them a call. They do leave a number right there. So, when is this from? Is this from 96? Is this really that old? What else in here could tell me? Both the front and back packages look to be Canadian, though. Can't see anything else in there, really. Wait, yeah, I can. This is really cool, man. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. Stacy Brothers Division of Alt Foods Limited, Mitchell, Ontario, Canada. I figured that would have a date on it somewhere. And that is honey. That's a big tube of honey, actually. Let me see if I can find a date on it. It's probably on the end, like that. It's probably stamped in the end. Man, that is super cool. I'm very thankful to have this. This is something I never have seen before, and I think it's interesting to get a company that was mixing up both American and Canadian food items, and I love their approach on the packaging, the snowflake approach. Okay, so I guess I'm going to set this off to the side, as cool as it is. I'm not eating it right now, so we are going for, which we can eat some of this stuff tonight too. Which one of these would you guys like to see? I think these are like these are at least a double shot. Because a shot glass is probably maybe half of that. The Mountain Java with the butter pecan. This almost seems like something you could pour over ice and sip on. It's pretty low on the alcohol content, but I think I'm going for the coffee one. Yeah, I just seen Java twice, 3 times. Well, yeah. All right, Java it is. Can I get the label off without ripping it so I can make it still look cool? Probably not, but I'm going to try. It's just a little bit of it that's stuck. Yeah, I got it. There it is. Cool. Cool. Oh, man. Just dropped my knife. And it's stuck in my table. Oops. Alright. Peanut confetti. Packing peanut confetti. Those aren't the bots we're looking for. It's almost like they stuck it on there as a freshness seal or something. You know, like maybe a tamper seal, but I mean, it's obviously easy, pretty easy to take off with if you wanted to tamper with it. But these little mason jars are cool. There it is. Let me give it a smell. Oh, I can definitely. This reminds me of something I've had before. What does this remind me of? Wait. Wow. That smells a lot. A lot more like alcohol than I expected. It's, that burned my nose a little bit, actually. Maybe I can barely smell the coffee in there. Huh. It'll open your nose up. Here, I'll flip the camera around. Here we go. Alright. Well, here we go. Anybody, if you're at home, cheers. Down the hatch. What does that remind me of? It's got a burn to it, but the coffee flavor, it's very sweet. Almost, no, not almost. It's creamy as well. Oh, it's not bad until you swallow it. And then it hits you right in the throat. I mean, focus on this, not me. There you, wait. There you go. Maybe. Focus camera. There it is. Little 50 milliliter. It's actually really pleasant as far as a moonshine goes. I think compared to that stuff that my uncle gave me over here, that stuff is extremely smooth. This isn't. This is probably like twice as rough as that, as far as like the smoothness level. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a roughness to it. You would think such a popular brand of moonshine like this would be extremely smooth, or at least I think it would be. I think I've only tried this stuff like 3 times. One time I had the. Have you guys seen the cherries? It's a full size jar, and it's just plumb full of cherries. And then Blindside, which just sent a super chat, he gave me a jar of jalapenos, which were actually the best thing that I had tried from them. The jalapenos, even though they were soaked in moonshine, they tasted pickled almost, like I guess like a pickled pepper, kind of. Blindside says, "Howdy y'all, sorry I'm on the road, and that shine, good used in a milk. Oh, it's good used in a milkshake. I never would have thought about that. The butter pecan would be good added to some butter pecan, and then make it into a milkshake. That actually sounds really good. I think this would be a lot better cold. That's what I'm thinking. And it would, here, I'm going to save a little bit of it, because I think it'd probably go pretty good with one of these and some of the other cracker items that are over here. I'm going to put the lid on it so it doesn't spill, but yeah, we'll end with that. We'll end with I don't know, maybe the chocolate ones, or the peanut butter would probably be good too, to cut through some of the sweetness, because it's really sweet. I will say, so Blindside says that you can use the coffee one, the Mountain Java, in a milkshake, which it definitely is like a. I've had something like this before. It's kind of like a. I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was that I had. I mean, there's those cream flavored drinks. I used to drink those on occasion. And maybe that's what it's reminding me of. Okay, coffee crisp. Definitely gonna have a bite of one of those with it. All right. Billy blindsides you beauty, Smitty says. John's MRE says I work for Keystone Western. One short of the cruise, so I was counting on ground levels all week. Do any of you guys notice somebody missing from the chat? Like, I guess it would be, this might be the first time they were missing, or maybe they haven't been around for a while. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who it is, because I hate to hear someone from, which we had someone from the live stream chat pass away last year. And, hey, what's up, Bob? Working with a scan gun, messed up my left wrist. Oh, you messed up your wrist, Miss Gail? Ah, you know, my hands used to go numb when I worked at this place called Ravenswood Aluminum. We used to have these clamps. They weighed like, I'm going to say 65, 70 pounds, but they were like 7 or 8 foot long and had these big, call them like wing nuts on them, but they were a piece of all thread with a handle on it that you had to slap, and I had to use those clamps a bunch every day. And when I was doing that, my arms, my hands would start with my hands, and then my whole arms would go to sleep when I'd go to sleep at night. And it hurt, man, it hurt for a long time until I got used to it, I guess. So, let's talk about the CR1M for just a second while I cut it open. The CR1M is one of those rations that that everybody in the ration community either desires or has had one and knows that they're awesome. And I gotta say, I think Australia does it really, really well. I think they make it. I think they make decent food, but they also make it kind of fun to have the rations themselves. They are a bit heavy, I will say, and they went through like 3 or 4 major changes since the inception of the CR1M. Really started in like the early 80s, like 82, 83 with the CR1M, all the way up to like 87. They were really, let's call it, lacking on nutrition, and they were all canned. Now, we started using retort pouches, think about this, back in 1981, 1980, 81. So, the fact that Australia did not start using retort pouches until like 2001 or 2, I don't understand why it took them so long to adapt to the retort pouch. And all the way up until 2016, I think was the first year for the, or maybe 17. 16 or 17 was the first time for the vertical bag like this, like the current style. They used to be like this. And your lettering and everything would be vertical like this. Now they're horizontal. That was a big appearance change. Also the way they lay. They used to stand up like this. This is how they used to be transported. And this little flap would have been at the top up here. I have one somewhere that I bought a long time ago, but I don't think it's any good. So, now whenever they started going to the retorts in the early 2000s, 01, 02, right around in there, they started really upping the nutritional value. Like, it was before then, really, I think, whenever they started upping the nutritional value. But you know, I don't know if you guys have seen the video that Steve did. Steve 1989. He did the. I'll show you guys the can really quick. I found a really cool PDF write-up of the some declassified information from the ADF, and they call themselves the what do they call them? Combat. Let's see. I think they call themselves a CRP or something like that. But let me show you guys. This is a cool diagram that they have here of development. You guys see that ration right there, the Amf Operational Ration? Okay, that was 1943. That was the first time that Australia ever produced a ration like this. See right here, it says first Australian designed ration introduced. And that was 1943. And then in 1958, they developed a 24-hour one-man ration. They also did a 10-man ration in 1958, and they also had emergency rations. And they were also using the, see that emergency ration right there? World War I emergency ration. That's hard to believe that that was World War I. But then we got 1964 is when they introduced, or 1971, sorry. 1964 was a prototype of special purpose combat ration. So like this, like a cold weather ration, maybe. But 1971 is the first time they started using freeze-dried. Freeze-drying, plant commissioned, and freeze-dried meals included in the new patrol ration one-man. So the CR1M was 1971. And then 1985 is when regular field studies of the combat ration, field studies of the combat ration's acceptability, introduced of individual meal combat rations. So the IMCR was 1985-86, 1996. Combat ration 5-man was introduced, replaces the CR10M, and it says 2000 plus, but we know it was 01 or 02. I can't remember which. They introduced the retort meals. It's a bunch of really cool information in that PDF. If you guys Google, if you want to look up any CR1M information, if you want to see these documents, which are really, I mean, just packed with cool information. I think the search I used was Australian CR1M development, I think is what I initially looked up. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing cut open. How am I going to do this? I usually just cut it all the way over. I'm not going to do that this time. This is the first hole in this thing. This thing was airtight still. Dan sent this to me. I probably had this 2 years. Roughly. Almost. Alright. First thing on top right here is something that I personally love. And it is the bread. What is that? That's something. Doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't look like it could have came from anything in there. Interesting. Anyways, this is like gold. I mean, there's no other way to get it over here other than to get it out of a very expensive ration like this. I mean, these things go anywhere from like 100. Over here, they go from like typically $100 and up, depending on how fresh they are and who's selling it, I guess, really. So 100 to, I've seen them go for as high as like $165, $175. CR1Ms are not cheap. Ooh, instant mashed potatoes. I'm a mashed potato fan. Need to bring this down to here. There we go. Alright, what else we got? This thing is just packed with goodies, by the way. Look at this. Look at the layers of just stuff. Just all kinds of food. Some 2017 M&Ms that feel perfectly intact. A lot of times when you get a CR1M, guys, it'll be heat stressed because it gets hotter than blazes over in Australia, and these things just typically don't get stored very well. They're meant to last 2 to 3 years, and that's pretty much all they care about. If they last that long in the heat, then that's good. That's what they typically get used up a lot, though. Next, we have a huge tube. It's 85 grams of sweetened condensed milk. Awesome. You can use that in all kinds of stuff. You'll see. And we have a pack of Werther's Originals. Oh, these got to be American. Made by Stork. Made in Germany. So, Werther's are German, huh? I guess they are. Look at that picture right there. Those things are making my mouth water right now, too. Really, really creamy, just goodness. I don't typically eat those, though. I don't really seek those out to eat them. What else do we have here? Oh, here we got some Vegemite, or yeast extract, as they're calling it now. It used to say Vegemite on the, that must be a brand name, though. Vegemite might be a brand name, Vegemite. 15 grams of that stuff, though. What's it say about the sodium? Does it say anything about the sodium in here? Because that's a lot. There's a lot. Sugar, there's sodium. Right there at the bottom. 518 milligrams. That is a lot. That's a lot. Alright, what else we got in here? We got another tube of something in here. Ooh, strawberry jam. Yum. Strawberry, sugar is #1 ingredient, and strawberry 40%. And water, pectin, sodium citrate, and citric acid. Probably as a preservative. What else we got here? Let's go with cans. We'll do the cans next. We have a can of diced 2 fruits in syrup. Huh. I don't know that I've ever had that. Diced 2 fruits. What's in here? Peaches and pears. Huh. Awesome. 59% looks like this is the fruit. And here we have a little can of Bega processed cheddar cheese. 56 grams. Awesome. What else we got in here? Let's go with this next. Ooh, here we got some mee goreng noodles. 55 grams. Cooked noodles in 400 milliliters of boiling water. Alright. Are those chicken flavor? What does it say? It doesn't say, does it? Huh. I don't know, just had the mee goreng last week. We got some jam sandwiches. 32 grams of those. There should be 2 of those in there, I do believe. This ration feels like it's in really good shape, too. 7/24/17. I have had it for a long time, like I mentioned. And maybe, I've had it stored really well here. We got some cream crackers, or biscuits. This is biscuit cream crackers. These are not too awful bad as far as being crushed up. 8-1 on the production on that. So it looks like July and August so far from what I've read. Let's, there we go. What's this? Ooh. Fruits. Natural muesli with fruits and seeds. 90 grams. Pretty decent sized pack of muesli right there. Got some dried fruits up in there. 67%. I like how they put percentages on there. I like that. I wish we did that here. We don't typically have like how much percentage wise is in each thing in the United States. I wish we did. Here we have a sports drink orange that has solidified for some reason, but I can get it loosened up. Yeah, I think it'll still be okay. How would you pronounce that? Thorts. Hydrate, energize, perform. Let's see here. There's going to be so much stuff I'm going to run out of room. Oh, we got the steak bar, peppered steak bar by Jack Links. Oh, on the other side. That's actually a good thing. No way the sun can damage it that way. Let's move this back. That there's down a little bit, and put that right there. Yeah, definitely gonna run out of room. That's a good thing. We got some golden pumpkin soup. I've never had this before. I don't know what to expect out of this. Got some chunks up in there. Is that? Well, I don't know what that'll be. Pumpkin seeds? Wait. What's in here? We got pumpkin powder, modified potato starch, pumpkin powder. What's the solids in here? Looks like this might be leaking actually. Feels like it. It may have something powdery has leaked in here a little bit. I don't know what it is yet. What else do we have? We got a whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chai seeds. Chai, 35 grams. Man, oh, that thing's hard. Whole grain rolled oats. See, 27%. I love that. 11% fruit. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to run out of room. Doesn't matter. Oh, yes. And we have... This thing looks to be in fantastic shape. They almost always are bloated for me. I've opened, I don't know how many CR1Ms now. At least probably 4 or 5. Now, the 4 or 5, I think I've gotten one chocolate bar that wasn't completely, like, destroyed or bloated to the hills. Alright. What else do we have here? Let's not get into the mains yet. We got some Sustagen. I was just thinking about this stuff. Nestle Health and Health Science. So it's made by Nestle. Nutritionally complete. High in protein. It's a source of calcium and vitamin D. It's chocolate flavored. Sample only. Huh. Not for sale. Interesting. These are sample packets that they put in there. Alright. Well, yep, we're definitely going to run out of room. Here we have one of the, I think this is going to be the all fruits bar. Yes, all fruits. This is raspberry too. Yum. This is produced in 530. Looks like 530-17. So we're getting about a 3-month range so far. Guess I'm going to put it on top of the muesli. Main meal. Wait, what is it? Spaghetti Bolognese. There we go. We got a pack of spaghetti. Be what? 300 grams? What is this? Nope, 250. 250 grams. We got another main up in here. Ooh, lamb korma. Exotic. Yum. Contains milk and soy. We have us a bag for extras and whatnots, which I will be using this to separate out next week's meal. So we're going to go through this and separate this into, what, 2 meals? I think that's the best way to go. We got some Australian issued butt ration right here. Australian Defence Force issued butt ration or toilet paper and napkins, however you want to use that. They look like tissues. They look like folded one way, half into half, like soft tissues. Here is a non-dairy creamer, 15 grams. It's pretty heavy. That's a lot of creamer. Plus you get that sweetened condensed milk that you can use as well. And here is another eating utensil that will definitely get put to good use. Like I said, I got my other one right here. I use it literally all the time. I use this thing all the time. It's a little bit beat up, but these things hold up. These things are amazing spoons. I don't know how else to express it, but they're awesome. When you get a tube of matches, which these things, I'm going to be honest, they typically don't work very well. You got windproof and waterproof ones in there. Those big pink ones right there. And then you got your regular matches right there. Hang on, buddy. gotta go put my dog out. He's gotta go to the bathroom. I'm sure he does. That's what he's crying about. Hang on, guys. Let me go let the dog out. Get the last, oh, nope, 3 things out of here. There's a little scouring pad for your mess kit, which is awesome. Alright, be right back. Come on, buddy. Oh. You could have told me you just went to the floor. Alright, just get up there and lay down then, buddy. Yeah, bark at me. Okay. We'll look at that sheet in a second. This is our accessory packet. Hey, enough. Sebastian. Enough. Jeez. It doesn't matter what I do with him. If I put him up on the couch, he barks at me, no matter what. Enough. Shh. Oh my God. Alright, get this bad boy cut open. It's got a pack date on it too. Well, just lot number 1824. Oh, there it is. 9/15/17. So, September. All the way up into September. Wow. Pretty decent little range there. This is the freshest pack thing that I've ran across so far. When everything was put into this little bag here. There's a lot of stuff in here, in this little bag. Start off with 3 rubber bands. So if you want to start your day out by breaking your meals down, rubber banding everything together, that's what I assume these are for. That's what I would use them for. Let's throw them on my wrist for right now. We got some, wow, that tomato ketchup feels really thin. Very watery. 15 grams of that. Packed in July. We got some white sugar. Should be 2 of those. 2 things of sugar. 7 grams. We got 2 tea bags. 2.5 grams each. One of them felt hard. We have a black pepper. 2 grams. That's a decent amount of pepper we get there. 2 grams of salt. They give us more salt in U.S. rations per ration. It's kind of silly. We got 2 packs of instant coffee. Is this another ketchup or is this the same one? I think it's another one, isn't it? I don't know. I should have kept all that stuff together. 2 packs of Mentos, pure fresh, with green tea extract. Huh. Chewing gum. I think there's 2 pieces each in there. Ooh, we got a nice little bloated thing of Tabasco. I get them bloated like this from Canada sometimes. It's a interesting textured little retort. And last, excuse me, and last but not least, we have the Field Ration Eating Device, or FRED. And there's other things that they call them, but that's what this bad boy is, FRED. I think I sent the last one I got to Miss Renee. I'm going to keep this one. This is the one. This is one that's going in my pocket to be carried around. You got a bottle opener on there. Pop your bottles. You got your standard type can opener. Go one. Go one. You don't need to be over here. Anyway, paper real quick. We'll take a look at it. Anybody that wants to look at any of this information, hopefully it's in focus, they can pause it and read it. Lifesavers and Werther's, nutritional information on that stuff. Here we have a breakdown of all kinds of stuff on here. There should also be a menu list. Yes, menu list in here. Every single menu, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So there's 8 menus of CR1Ms. Down here is some more info about the Thor's, I don't know how to, Thor's sports drink powder, and some other stuff. And wow, it folds out again. Ingredients list, nutritional information for all kinds of stuff. There's the lamb korma. Nice. Water, onion, spinach, spinach, brown rice, tomato paste, soybean oil, herbs, spices, thickener, coconut milk powder, blah, blah, blah. Where's the spaghetti? Spaghetti's right here. 43% beef, 40% lamb on that. That's a lot of meat. Cooked spaghetti, 10%, water, durum, wheat, yep. And there's chicken korma, chicken Italiano, beef and onion with gravy, Moroccan lamb, butter chicken. Butter chicken. That's interesting. I'd like to try that. Savory mince. That also sounds interesting, just from reading it. Malay lamb curry. Again, anything curry would probably be awesome. Hearty beef stew, lamb casserole, chili con carne, chicken and wild rice, lamb and tomato sambai, beef and pasta, beef steak bar, creamy chicken soup. Okay, this is like the small meal items. There's all kinds of information on this piece of paper. I have to look it over better after. I enjoy looking at stuff like this and reading it. I'm going to actually stick it in my back pocket. Okay, today's meal. Am I feeling spaghetti? I think yeah. You know, typically I'm not a big spaghetti guy, but I think I'm down with spaghetti tonight. All right, so spaghetti is the main. Golden pumpkin soup. It's either going to... So we got to decide between these two. Golden pumpkin soup or noodles. I'm already having pasta, so I'm going to not have that. I'm going to have this golden pumpkin soup tonight with the spaghetti bolognese. Unless somebody has an objection to that and thinks that it would be better not to do it that way. I'm going to split the coffees. These feel like, yeah, freeze-dried coffee. So I was going to say they feel like freeze-dried coffee. Packaged in New Zealand. One coffee there. Alright, I need to get my bag up here for things that are going to be saved for next week. So the noodles going in the bag. Lamb for not next week, but the week after. And one of the coffees can go in here. One of the gums. We'll save the pepper and the salt probably. If I need salt, I can get it from some other source. Shouldn't need the ketchup tonight. I'm trying to think what I could use it on. Yeah, I doubt it. Leave the tea bag out, put a tea bag up, leave a sugar out, put a sugar up, leave the spoon out, leave the yeast extract out, sweet condensed milk, leave that out. Steak bar tonight or next week. These are definitely going with the lamb korma for sure. I think they'll mix well with that meal. Not with spaghetti. Spaghetti and mashed potatoes, no. Man, if I open this week, I don't think it'll wait. I don't think I can save half of it till the week after. There's the salt. Put our bread over there. Man, I want to eat. I'm eating the bread tonight. I don't care. It'll go good with the spaghetti anyway. Peppered steak bar. That can wait until next. I don't know. It's a maybe on that. Whole grain cereal bar. Fruit and chia seeds. Chia seeds. keep that out. Put the all fruits up. M&Ms. I'm going to put these up because I'm going to eat some of the stuff that Bourbon Street Joe sent. Sports drink, we're going to give that a try because it may or may not work. Keeping the bread out, so these are getting put up for next week. These can stay. Dairy creamer can stay out. Chocolate bar can stay out. I'll split it. Tabasco, and it's about ready to explode anyway, but I'll throw it in this little bag. And I think that's got us pretty much separated. We'll keep the syrup for next week too. Or no, we'll keep the cheese for next week. Yeah. It'll be better on the crackers. Alright, there it is. Everything. Oh, I want to have that chocolate drink too. I might just eat that muesli on my own sometime in between now and then. So you guys might miss one item. The muesli. Have you never seen it before? There's plenty of muesli videos and stuff out there. Before I go any further, let me go throw this spaghetti into some boiling water. Oh yeah, I was going to try the matches. See if they'll work. A lot of times I can't get them to work. I end up breaking the match. Ah, it lit. Nice. Usually I can't get them to work, but like I said, I think I said that 3 times. But it worked. Dan just said, keep some Tabasco on hand for the spaghetti. It's usually a bit on the bland side. Well, sir, I can do that. How about that? Or that. Or that. Or, do I have another one up here? No, I don't, but I do have this. Some hot diggity dog, which is about half full, I would say. Thank you for that super chat, man. Did I miss another super chat? I think I did. Oh, I did. Mulder says, hey, Smokey, wow, so much food. The sorting is quite a chore. It really is. There's a lot of food. I mean, I went through it, and then I had to go through it again, so it's doubled up. So, yeah, it definitely does seem like a lot. Not that it is a lot. It is a ton of food. It's a ton of items. Gives you a lot of variety. And the reason that I guess they done this, according to their own words, is it reduced a lot of the throwaway. A lot of the stuff that used to get thrown away. So, say it would have been a bigger item. I don't know. Let's just call that, that's a big item. Somebody, half the guys didn't like the stuff. They'd have just thrown that away. Well, this is a pretty small item, actually. All these are. Everything here, except the main, is a pretty small item as far as weight goes. Now, the CR1M has almost doubled. Well, let's say it's went up 2/3 in weight. Nope, not 2/3. It's went up over 1/3. It's went up like from, let's say, I don't know what that weight was that they were using, but it didn't quite double, but I'd say it went up 40% in weight since its inception. And it was in cans to begin with. So think about that. But thanks, Mulder, for that super chat, man. And I didn't miss anything else, did I? I got the one from Dan, or Cyanide Cookies. And I will be right back. Let me get this in some boiling water. Well, it wouldn't be a live stream if it didn't stop on me at least once. Don't forget that thumbs up or down, either way you want to do it, will work. Let's start working on the drinks. I just got to find them. Which is kind of funny, because there's so much stuff here. And like I said, this is kind of split into 2. I mean, if you were doing this, you wouldn't split it into 3 precise meals in the field either. I mean, you would eat, you'd eat a couple main meals, but then through the day, you just kind of eat when you had time. So, putting this on the tray is going to be nice and funny. There we go. All right. It's the bread. Okay, drink. 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 Looks like we got 4 drinks. We got tea, coffee, sports drink, and chocolate drink. And then we got some soup to make. Whole grain bar. We got some biscuit sandwiches. And we got our fruit here. We got some Werthers. Put them on the side here. The gum. There's our strawberry jam and yeast extract. The strawberry jam on the bread, I'm telling you, that's going to be awesome. I can just taste it already. I said I was going to use that baggie to separate stuff out, and I did not do that. All right, let's start off with the chocolate drink, the Sustagen. How much water does this take? Let's see here. Let me find it. Instructions. 200 milliliters of water. Alright, I can do that. Ooh. Accidentally knocked the cup over. Almost broke it. Yeah, as soon as I can, as soon as I get time, I'll just do some talking to the chat. I'm trying to look down at it now. Man, that is a lot of powder. I mean, a lot. Way more than the cocoa beverage powder. It smells like Nestle Quick, though, but look how much of that is in there. Golly. That is a ton. So we need 200 milliliters of water. I'm actually going to get the measuring cup out for this one. Usually I don't do that, but for this one, I want to make it right. Hard water ring in the bottom of this thing from last time I used it. Okay, 200 milliliters. It is supposed to be made cold, I'm sure. There we go. Alright. Give it a mix and let it set for a little bit. Ooh, that is thick. Might want to add some more water to this. That is super thick, but I'm going to try it the way they tell you to make it first. Very chunky so far. I don't want to let that spaghetti get set in there for too long either. Yep. I'm going to add just a little bit more water to that. At least 50 milliliters worth. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, that actually seemed to help it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to let that set. Probably have to mix it again. Alright, be right back. I think it's, well, I didn't check the time when I got back, even though I said it out loud that I needed to check the time, and I did not check the time, so, and I can't back it up to check. Next drink, we'll do the tea. And I realized that that coffee cup that Bob sent me, the fire department one here, the MSA Safety Company, I think it's, yeah, 5 alarm, protecting America's heroes. This actually changes color with hot water. I didn't know that. until I was in there running it over. It doesn't change quite as easily as this one does. It's a little more difficult. Okay. What's the coffee call for? It doesn't say, does it? It doesn't say how much water to use. Probably says it on that sheet that I got, though. Where's the tea bag at? We're going to go with the tea in this one. There we go. Nice little tear notch on there. And this is Bell tea. Is that Red Bell? Nope. This says Bell. Sebastian, dude, you gotta stop. Alright. Hot water. Jesus Christ. Let that steep for a little bit. Hopefully I'll pull it out before it oversteeps. I'm really bad about oversteeping tea. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind the taste of oversteeped tea, but some people absolutely hate it. What the hell was that? Huh. Again, don't forget to hit that thumbs up or down since my live stream just stopped yet again. Got the spaghetti out. Just want to set it right there for now. It's very hot. Next, let's try the... Where did it go? Where did that sports drink go? Oh, there it is. Let's see if this thing will mix up. What's it called for? Jeez. 500 to 1,000 milliliters. Yikes. Well, I think my cups will only hold 500. And like I said, this is pretty solidified, so. Alright. I'm going to have to really open it up. It's a little bit weird looking, but I'm going to try a chunk of it. What is that? It's a little bit different on the orange flavor. Kind of almost, I can taste the saltiness to it. Definitely got some sodium going on in here for, you know, to bring your sodium level up. Oh yeah, it's pretty high up there on the list. Also sorbic acid. Okay, a bottle of water is 500 milliliters. So let's see if I can fit it all in this cup. I do not know. My dog is just, it's not all, oh, not even close. Might be 400 in there. Maybe a little over. Anyways, I'm going to set that off to the back here and let it just sit for a minute. Sebastian! Enough. Okay. What's next? Let's do this kind of towards the end because I want to try that while it's hot. Some Biscuit Jam Sandwiches. I'll see you later, Bob. Oh. Nope. There we go. These things always look at that. Looks awesome. I mean, they look fake. Look. These are in perfect shape, too. Just super shiny on that jam on the center. Oh, they smell amazing, too. That strawberry scent. A little heart and a little circle. Here's our whole grain cereal bar with fruit and chia seeds, cheese seeds, whatever, however you want. I don't know how you say it. Yeah, they're ORPs. They really pack the drinks in there. I mean, a lot of the 24-hour rations do, except the First Strike ration. It's not really packed with drinks, in my opinion. Now this thing She's a little bit hard. A little chewy. I'm going in for a bite of this thing right now. Let's see. Cross section on it. Smell it. It smells fruity. Give it a try. It's a little tough. It's kind of got a weird flavor, something I don't recognize. Obviously, whole grain had a million things whole grain. And fruit. I guess that chia seed or chia seed, whatever it is, that might be what I'm picking up. It's got a really nice chew to it, though. I like that. More than what I thought I was going to like it. Coffee. I have no idea how much. God. Enough. Look. Go on. Animals. I'll set that on the bread for right now. Maybe it'll warm the bread up a little bit. Alright. I'm going to try to preserve half of the... Well, that's a lot of coffee. That is a lot of coffee. Which this is a bigger cup that Bob sent me. The color changing one. Let's see. I'm going to add half the sugar to this and half the sugar to the tea. Another half going in the tea over here. Don't want to waste any of that sugar because they just do not give you enough for 4 drinks. I guess they expect you to either drink the coffee straight or the tea straight. And then we got 1 non-dairy creamer to go around for 2. I guess it's split it between the 2 coffees. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to split it between the 2 coffees. Try to. Oh, I got that sweetened condensed milk. I can use that. Yeah, forgot about that. I'm going to take one of these rubber bands to keep the creamer sealed off. Roll it down for next time we have this.
Lay down, lady.
Alright, last drink. Oh no, and then we got the soup to make too. Forgot about that. Alright. I don't know where to go with this. Probably, I mean, that's like a 10-ounce cup right there. What I just put in it, I mean. That was 10 ounces at least that I just put in it. It still looks like it might be a bit strong. Just a little more. Alright, we'll go with that. Sebastian! Dude! Chill! Alright, steak bar. Pretty tough packaging on the Jack Links. I didn't cut it quite far enough down. Almost. There we go. These things are... they have a look to them. That's for sure. Very greasy looking. They almost look translucent, but man, does it smell good. Mmm. Making my mouth water. Love a good peppered steak bar. Good for you too. Nice jolt of protein. Alright, got our 4 drinks over here doing their thing. Let me get this tea because I'm sure it's already oversteeped. A lot to do when you do these big rations like this. Ow, hot, hot, hot. Woo, hot. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to squeeze the tea bag, but I do. Always have. Alright, soup. 250 mils. I think that makes a pretty big serving, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to take my big bowl. I do believe. Ow. Holy crap. Alright. 250 milliliters of water into this golden pumpkin soup. Must be like croutons in there. That's what it's looking like. It's got a pretty color to it, that's for sure. Very buttery looking, very yellow. It doesn't smell buttery, it smells like pumpkin seeds. Like fresh. It smells fresh. Almost green. Okay, 250 mils of water. Should have enough. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a full bowl. For sure. Oh, I don't want to spill it. I'm going to have to move the bread. Put it right there for now. The bread over there. Spoon right here. This one's already got chocolate on it, so as you can see, the chocolate drink has kind of settled with the solids on the top. Give it a mix. It's very thick. Very thick. Alright, now give this soup a mix. Oh boy. A lot of this stuff's still just sitting on the bottom down there. Huh. This should be interesting. Never had anything like this before. I smell it now that it's got some water to it. It smells like green beans. It smells a whole lot like green beans. That's what it smells like to me. Very green, very fresh. Even though it's not green at all. It very much smells like a vegetable, though. Okay, the 2 fruits. Where's my Fred at? There it is. I'm going to get this Fred opened up. Alright, here we go. Oh, what's going on right there? Why does that look like? Does that not seem like it would get down inside of it? It does to me. Almost like a waxed seal. What is going on with her? I'm going to try to scratch that off a little bit or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. It seems like it'll end up down inside of it if I'm not careful or conscious of it. Yeah, it's scratching off, whatever it is. Put her out, please. going out. Come on. Then lay down. Now. Now. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, that was my fault. Quit stepping on him. The dogs are not going to cooperate. So, sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what to do about it. Just going to open this up and see if I can... Maybe if I just open it from here to here and try to avoid that section. Alright. One good thing is it wasn't bloated. A lot of times you'll get a can from Australia, even if it's fresh or new, which this is 5 years old now. Alright, I'm going to have to drink some of that juice. Syrup, I guess you could say. And the cans will be bloated. Because like I mentioned, it gets super hot over there. And cans do not fare well in that heat. The things inside, no matter, even if there's no bacteria in there, they'll still end up swelling up for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what causes that when the bacteria wasn't present when it was sealed, when it was first sealed up, you know, canned. Yeah, I can guarantee if I go over that with the can opener, that stuff's going inside. So there's where I'm going to stop and try to... There we go. That worked. Look at the stuff on my fingers from that. It's just, it looks like metal. Straight up metal. Or maybe that's from the can. Surely that wasn't. No, that came off the can opener. Huh. Weird. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah, everything does look really fresh. I just looked down and watched, seen the chat. I think yours is a 2018. Got to check the records. Well, I mean, depending on... I've seen fresher rations from Australia than that be bad. I've had them myself, personally. And it just all depends on, like, really how the person in Australia kept them, or where maybe the military had them. They might have seen a lot of heat, you know. They might have had them in the desert, for that matter. They might have had them over in Afghanistan or something. There we go. Didn't want to splash red sauce everywhere, which I do almost every time I have something like this. And I'm going to go grab a bowl real quick so I don't make a mess. Alright. That nice white, well, the inside of it's white. White bowl. I guess it, the heck? I guess that was off this package. Check that out. Lots of meat. Little pieces of spaghetti in there. This kind of reminds me of like stuff that they have up in Cincinnati. It's like chili with spaghetti in it, which is more or less spaghetti, but it's more of a chili flavored and based sauce, I suppose. And I managed to just fling red sauce. Yep, I did that. Into a place it really doesn't need to be. I'm going to have to stop what I'm doing and clean that up real quick. Yeah, because I don't want it running what it got on. Take a deep breath is what I need to do. Okay, not too awful bad. Got it on the side of the box there a little bit. Definitely stained it. But I think I saved it from being too bad. Alright. Moving on. Oh, here. Go to AnnandAllen.com and go buy yourself some gooey butter cakes from Miss Marilyn and in the chat right here. Miss Marilyn's good people. And she makes good products too. Time to dig in. Nope, I'm going for this first. Aren't you supposed to eat soups first in like a fancy dinner or something? I've never been a fancy dinner kind of guy. Man, that really thickened up. Look at that. It was real thin when I first made it, but now, I don't know if you can tell how thick it is. It's really got a viscous look to it. Again, it smells a lot like, I don't know, like green beans, like the beans inside the green beans. It's kind of really what it reminds me of. Alright, here we go. Down the hatch with some pumpkin soup. What was this? Is that all it was called? Pumpkin soup? Croutons are crunchy and sweet. And that tastes exactly like it smells. It's like a liquid green bean. Obviously, it's pumpkin. Almost like, must be like a green pumpkin or something. I don't know. It is kind of creamy. I don't know, maybe even a little bit buttery. It's probably my eyes playing tricks on me though, just because it looks like this. Corn soup, yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? It's actually pumpkin. Those croutons, I don't know how they do it, but they don't get soft. They hold, the center of them is really crunchy still. It's got almost like a slight sweetness to it, but it's very much so vegetable in flavor. I mean, I could eat all that easily. If it wasn't so hot, I could drink it, but it's too hot. The croutons are what's sweet, I'm sure. They got they taste funny. They don't taste like a regular crouton. I don't know what they're made out of. It's not just like a white bread crouton, though. Yeah. These are flavored. I don't know what flavor. So spaghetti bolognese. Big old chunks of dried tomato in there. We got some little noodles. These are noodles that are just short spaghetti noodles. And then tons of meat in that sauce. Look at that. Big old chunks of meat. Chunks of beef. Go for a big old bite of that right now and see how Australia does spaghetti. by far, the most flavor coming through here is the beef, which is good. It's really good. The noodles, kind of non-existent, to be honest. I can tell you that I left it in the water for a couple minutes too long because I can taste the package. But other than that, it's not bland, in my opinion. The sauce is really thick. I mean, the meat is big chunks, too. It's not, like, really minced up. That's why it's taking me so long to chew it up, is because of the meat. The meat doesn't seem dry or anything like that. There's quite a bit of oil coming off the... Well, it's just coming from the fat from the hamburger. The tomatoes, I don't know that they add anything to it, because I don't really pick them up in the flavor. It's got a nice tanginess to it. I mean, this is not unlike something that you could find here in the States. Everybody's spaghetti is their own, just kind of like chili. You know, you add the spices that you particularly will enjoy, and every single one of them has like their own flavor. You know, growing up, my grandma's spaghetti or her chili, I've tried to remake that or make that how I make mine or whatever. It's been a long time since I cooked, but I feel the same way about spaghetti and chili. It's kind of one of those things that you make to your preference. This is kind of made, I would say, to just fit anybody's palate. It's not too spicy. There's no spice. It's not too salty. It's not overpowering in any way, in any direction. I do like the fact that it's got all that meat in it, which I like a lot of meat in my dishes, whatever they may be. And we got our yeast extract here. I don't know if I'll... Ooh. That didn't go in any of the soup or the spaghetti. I just dropped that, and it didn't end up in either one. So I'm going to open the bread now. Kind of like the holy grail for me right here. See, I got spaghetti on it already anyway. Spaghetti sauce. It ain't the only place where I got it. I wish that I could preserve like half of this and have half of it 2 weeks from right now, but I can just about guarantee you that wouldn't work out. Look in there. Oh yeah. Pull this sucker out of here. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? I mean, it's just perfect. It's just got... I don't know. I'm going to eat just a piece of it by itself. This one's a little bit smashed on this one end right here. This end's still not too bad. I mean, it's all smashed a little bit, but this end's pretty bad as far as being smashed. I like it when I can fillet them open. Let me see if I can do that with this one. It doubles the amount of bread that I have. There we go. Oh. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. There it is, filleted open. Look at the like the air bubbles in there. It just looks, yeah, it is. This is my own little pillow of happiness right here. It smells, I mean, it does have a yeasty scent to it, but it smells like a decent white bread, really. Ah. Mmm. It's perfect. It's just for a ration bread. I mean, I would buy this. Okay, I would buy this in the store. Even with other choices of bread, this in this exact same shape, I would cut it down the middle and I'd make little sandwiches with it. It's just really good all the way around. There's no weird long-term storage food, processed food. You know, those weird flavors that you get. Which it will go good with this spaghetti. I can already tell you. That's the reason I really wanted to open it. Is because I knew that it was going to pair really well. I'm going to have to lift the bowl up because I got too big a bite, but I'm taking a big bite. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. That's like eating a home-cooked meal, in my opinion. I'm not big on, like, garlic butter sticks or, you know, like bread sticks with garlic flavor. I'd rather just have straight up a white breadstick. And that's kind of like what this is. You got that nice firmness on the outside, but it's really soft and fluffy and airy on the inside. It's just, I wish I could share this with everybody. Anybody who hasn't ever had it, it's one of those things that I wish everybody could try. But it's super rare, and that's kind of one of the things, I guess, that makes it a whole lot more fun and desirable to eat. It's one of those ration items you just can't get anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Going back to this soup for a second. Let's see how it follows up the spaghetti. Probably doesn't. We'll see. Mm-mm. Yeah, no. That's just weird now. Definitely something you should have before digging into the main. Definitely an appetizer, for sure. At best. Is what I'd call that. I don't know, man. Is that something that's common? How much does it cost to get this ration? Poke Craft Plays. Well, I would say to find yourself a CR1M, outside of having a direct connection to someone in Australia, and even if you did, or if you do, the shipping is expensive. It's very expensive. Dan just shipped me a box, and it was like $85 for shipping for him, which I'm highly appreciative of. But this ration, if you find one in America, it's going to run you anywhere from $100 to $150, I would say. I'm just guessing because I haven't looked. Actually, I haven't seen any on for sale anywhere for a long time. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a CR1M pop up. That or I didn't pay that much attention to it because the price was so high. But I would say roughly, I mean, anywhere in between $100 to $150. And you're going to be looking at dates anywhere from probably 2017 up with that kind of price. Anything with a super fresh date on it, like the one Dan just sent me, it was a 2020, a late 2020, I do believe. You could easily be paying on that upper end of the 150 to. I've seen them higher, and it's been a while. And ration prices have went through the roof, not just because of inflation, because of other things that I'm sure you guys are aware of. All right, I'm going for a drink of this because it's so full. This is the orange sports drink that I just stirred up. Wow, that's cold. I figured out exactly what that tastes like. Do you guys remember those suckers that had like the like little, not, it's kind of like a string through it? What are those things called? Something pops. String, no, what are those things called? Something pops. Those things. The orange ones. That's exactly what that orange flavor reminds me of. Used to get them whenever I was a kid. When we'd go through the bank, I would get one of those suckers, and I thought they were awesome. Now they just have those dumb suckers at the bank. They suck. Oh yeah, Steve, that's a good point. A lot of times, I don't know. It depends when customs are really got a wild hair up their butt. Sometimes it's quite frequently that rations get attacked at the borders or through customs, and then sometimes, you know, a lot of stuff will get through on a regular basis. I don't see the harm in it, honestly. You know, there's no raw fruit in here. There's nothing in here that could be bringing contaminants. You know, their food standards are just as high, if not higher, than we have here in America with the crap that we eat and that we allow. I'm going for some fruit right now, just because I don't know why it's calling my name. I think you could probably pick around and get just pears and just peaches if you wanted, but I'm going for the mix. Spicy tuna roll. Well, they were for a while. I don't think they're hitting so hard right now. eBay, on the other hand, has kind of put a stop to MRE sales, which is ridiculous. And like I said, Minotaur's got a sale going on, 25% off. Use code SNOW. It only lasts till midnight tonight. Art and Nina, they got cases of MREs that are, you get $10 off your price for use code OS10 or Oldsmokey10. You get $10 off. But international stuff, it's risky. It's risky. It's expensive. So outside of the Russian rations, which you can get those pretty cheap if you search around, if you know somebody or can just get lucky, you can get some British stuff at decent prices. You really got to look, though. You really got to be on the lookout all the time and get lucky. Clumsy Acre says, I paid $115 for CR1M December of 2020. $115. Yeah, I mean that's about right, probably. So yeah, you're not far off there. It can happen. I don't know why I'm cutting this. I had to get my knife out anyway. Look at that cross section. See, it's kind of like cooked on the outside. I wonder if they cook these individually, like cut them up, steak them up, and then I'd like to see how these things are made. You know what I mean? How is that made? Made into one solid piece like that. It doesn't look like it's like mushed together either. I don't understand it. And I'm sure that's not just cut off of a piece of meat. But I do like the pepper flavor a lot. Kind of hard to chew up. I can look at the chat for a minute. Yeah, the beef jerky ain't bad. I like it. Oh, you mean, or you might not be talking about this. No, I don't make pickled moonshine. No. My uncle makes some moonshine, I guess, that he just hooked me up with. I think he did mention making some pickled stuff too. I can't remember if that might have been in my head. Maybe I was telling him about it. Yes, the cats are trying to fight in the background. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's either let it happen or just go deal with it. I've dealt with it a couple times and they keep doing it. It's my old cat, and I don't want to send her outside because it's been so cold. Pickled eggs, man. What I wouldn't do for an old school jar of Penrose sausages and pickled eggs. Oh my God. I love those things. So good. I miss Penrose, man. I used to love that stuff. Your 18-year-old cat harasses you. Oh, it harasses the 2-year-old cat. Yeah, there's a little bit of that going on in here, too. The injured cat. That's what I call her. She has no name. Her name is Injured Cat. She was deciding she wanted to play around a little bit, but she's always getting picked on by the other ones, where she's, got issues. Walks around like she's got a broken leg, which it healed before I ever seen her. So it had to be re-broken to get fixed, if they would even do that. I doubt it. And then she also has an equilibrium problem. One of her ears was messed up, so she walks sideways. Yeah, so she gets picked on a lot. Coffee. So the creamer kind of curdled on top, which kind of sucks. Give it a little stir here. Get rid of that curdled look. Let's see how the Australian coffee is. Maybe I made it way too strong. It's very possible. Or maybe I didn't. It's got about 10 to 12 ounces of water in there, I'd say. That could probably could use some more sweetness for sure. So I'm going to break out the sweetened condensed milk here. Now I was reading that they talk about this on the Australian Rations page thing, about how this will get really dark and brown in color. Not to worry about it. It's just fine. Oh, where did that go? Oh, man. Dang it. Alright, that's enough. Now the sweet condensed milk. Probably I should have tried that before I did that, but I didn't. Come on. Very granulated, the sweetened condensed milk, like it's separated or something. It's weird. I've never had it do that before. Kind of like sugary separation. Or sugar separation. Coffee was still real hot, so hopefully it dissolved in there. We'll see. The coffee after the peppered steak bar was a mistake, by the way. I should have went to something else. What else do I need to try here? Let's do the strawberry jam. 26 grams. I wish they would make like a 75-gram tube of the jam. That's what I wish. Because it is always so good. And I'm always like left craving more. Here, I'm going to put this other half in here so it doesn't dry up and get hard on me. I mean, it'd probably be fine to wait 2 weeks, but I probably won't. I might. I doubt it. I'm just probably going to enjoy it. Look at that. Look at the seeds in there. It looks like straight up a strawberry on there, which it is. I mean, that's the only ingredient, I do believe. No, sugar and strawberries. Oh yeah, water and pectin, sodium citrate, and citric acid. That is some killer strawberry jam. Very natural tasting. Even though it's got that pectin in. Which pectin can be natural. The citric acid and stuff. Pretty natural stuff. I could eat that whole thing right now. It's so good. The bread's got a chewiness to it too that makes stuff like this more enjoyable. I forgot about this. Let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. If you've never had this before, I mean, it's self-explanatory. It literally is yeast extract. Vegemite is. And you're just supposed to put a little tiny bit on a piece of toast with butter. So we ain't got the toasted or the butter part. But it's literally just supposed to be a little bit like that. Just a little bit. And try, well, here we go. I mean, the flavor is unbelievable. You saw how much I had on there. A very little bit. But the potency of the flavor, just unreal. Very yeasty. Excuse me, very yeasty, obviously. Salty. It's got a savory twist to it. That's just Vegemite and what's the other stuff? It's Marmite. Pretty much the same thing, I think. Pretty unique to the British and the Australians. Kind of, I don't know anywhere else that eats that stuff. I'm going to wash that down with the coffee, though, because I think it'll follow it up good. Coffee's nice and strong, but it's not too strong. And after I added that sweetened condensed milk, man, it's like perfect now. It's got a little bit of bitterness to it, which is what I kind of prefer. That is a really good cup of coffee. Oh yeah, you can eat it straight from the tube. I mean, I've tried it on like a butter knife all by itself. I'm just not a fan of it. It's not my thing. And it's a lot of salt, and I don't need that either. So, got high blood pressure, so that is, it's definitely no help to my physical condition. Look at it. This looks like a toy. Like a kid would have one of those fake kitchens, and they'd have like little cookies, little fake cookies. That's what this looks like. And it smells so good. It smells like that fake strawberry, though. It does smell good, though. I don't think I can break it. I want to try. Oh, yeah, it broke easy. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Very little bit of the jelly in the inside. It's kind of weird how they do that. I wish they'd put a little more jam in there. Little jam biscuit sandwiches. These are some of the better ones that I've had before. A lot of times, man, I end up just eating the middle out of them. The cookie part's actually really good on this. It reminds me... Hang on. It reminds me a lot of those Christmas cookies that usually come in like a tin. I don't know what I can't remember what they're called. There'll be like 2 or 3 very similar flavors on you know, in the inside. One's like a butter cookie. One's like a sugar cookie. What are those things called? I cannot remember. Oh, spicy tuna roll. Bad idea. You laid it on your bread like peanut butter. Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, I know exactly what that would be like, but yeah, no thank you. Here's my tea. Looking pretty good, actually. I can still see the bottom of the cup. I did oversteep it just a little bit, but well, probably a lot by some people's standards, but in my opinion, over a little bit. Wow. That's really flavorful tea. It's almost got like a citrusy type flavor to it. A lot of tannins going on there. Got that dry kind of bitterness to it. It's a good tea. I like that. Really good, actually. Maybe it's because I just had that biscuit. I think the biscuit goes well with the tea. Let's see. Dump it in there a little bit. Is this what British people do? Do they do stuff like this? Dunk little cookies into their tea for some reason. Let's see. I softened it up quite a bit. Okay. Well, I don't hate it. I don't love it. But I don't hate it. Alright, put my Bob Ross mug back here. Bobby. And I'm going to put him right here. He deserves to be front and center. I'll save that for... Actually, you know what? I'm going to try that with the coffee. Why not? Tried it with the tea. Let's go American, try it with some coffee. This cup is like way better of a coffee mug because this coffee is still way hotter than the tea. It's actually kind of uncomfortable on my fingers. Ooh. Now the coffee added some different flavor to it. Kind of like that actually. Still got snacks over here that Bourbon Street Joe sent too from Canada that I gotta like finish out with. Chocolate bar. Boom. What do you get? 8 pieces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Only 8 pieces of chocolate. Let's see how good or bad this chocolate bar looks. Can't believe how good a shape this is in, Dan. Cyanide Cookies hooked me up here. This thing's in really good shape. Like I said, I've had it for probably almost a couple years now. And I stored it really well, and it must have been stored well when he got it, and he must have stored it well. Wow, look how good that chocolate. It ain't bloomed. This thing's 5 years old, and it is not bloomed. Well, a little over 4 years old, 4.5. When was this chocolate bar produced, actually? Manufactured day is May 2017. 22nd of May. I'll be dagged on. Let's get old chocolate ration, 50 grams. Smells very chocolatey. And they say when this blooms really bad, you can crush it up and put it with hot water and it'll make a chocolate drink. Look at that! This chocolate bar is absolutely perfect. No blooming at all. Maybe just a little tiny start right here. Just a couple little strips. I'll probably wipe off. It's a little more than surface. But I'm impressed. I am impressed with that. Really, I am. It's got a really nice crack to it. Crunch. I'm surprised at how good this is. Good this looks. Look at the inside. Looks just as good as the outside. I mean, that's typically where you see the good parts in here, but no difference at all. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. These things are always soft when I get them. This is not. This has got a nice crunch to it. Nice and firm. It's horrible chocolate. It's horrible. They could do so much better. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. The chocolate bars are... I don't know, man. Not good. Yeah, one of the like, it's down on my list of chocolate bars. Look at that frothy top on that thing. This is the that chocolate protein drink, the Sustagen. I should have not followed up the piece of chocolate with the chocolate drink. Made by Nestle. Science. Nestle Health Science. I need to refresh my palate and try that again because it tastes weird. It tastes almost like a salty chocolate, and I don't know. It's got this weird savoriness to it. All right, cleanse the palate somehow here. What do I have that'll clear me out? What else do I need to? You know what? I'm going to go for another little strip of, nope, not that. Not the yeast extract. The jam on the bread over here. And the freshness of this jam should help my palate out some. Yeah, look at that. It's so good. I could just eat that right out of the tube. It's so good. It is really refreshing, though. Refreshed my palate right up, too. I really want to spend some time in the chat. I wanted to do that way before now, way before 2 hours in, but there's a lot to go through in CR1M. I still got the Werthers to go through, too. What did I do with that? Put it in my pocket? Might have. Nope. I guess I did not. What did I do with that? The beefsteak package. I'm going to put it back in it so it didn't dry out sitting there before I got to eat it. I don't know what I've done with it. I got a lot of stuff to finish eating still. Weird. I don't know what I've done with it. I'm going to quit looking though. I don't want to waste your guys' time. Alright, now that I got a clean palate, I got to try this one more time. This weird sustagen chocolate drink stuff. I don't really know. It's got a pretty bland chocolate flavor to it. It might have a little bit of a salty kind of twist to it. Cats. Just knock the whole stuff down. You guys gotta quit. Sorry about that, guys. The animals are driving me nuts tonight. I'll do those in a second. Going for a double-double. I'm going to mix that with the Mountain Java. Since they're both coffee flavored. The sustagen is a meal replacement, though, so it's a savory version of an isotonic drink with fiber. Oh, yeah. I mean, nutritionally complete. High in protein, source of calcium and vitamin D, and then you got like this insanely huge list of everything that's in it, like vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, vitamin A, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, folate, B6, B12, just the list goes on and on and on and on. Tons of nutritional information here, or I guess just tons of ingredients in this stuff. So honestly, for everything that's in there, the flavor's not bad. Like, to be able to get a full meal replacement into something that tastes that decent, yeah, that ain't bad. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could drink that as a meal. Yeah, as a meal replacement. All right. Is Bourbon Street Joe still here? I think he said he was leaving. I might save this stuff if he left. Already got this. Look at that. That looks different than they usually look. Barely got it covered on the top, the wafer. Ooh, it smells very, very much like coffee too. Typically, I don't smell the coffee on these coffee crisp. Hmm. Weird. Okay, you're still here. Good. Good deal, Joe. No, I know that's not your name. So, what is... It's like there's more cream or something in the middle. I'm not sure what's going on here. You see that in the middle? That like airy layer in the middle? And it does have more coffee flavor too. For sure. I like these a lot better than I like the regular coffee crisp for some reason. It's got a nice crunch to it too. Alright, let me try the Mountain Java with it. Woo! Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. That's... Oh, it's... You can breathe it in. It's got fumes coming off of it. It literally has fumes coming off of it. It's not bad. And it does actually mix really, really well with the coffee crisp, I must say. They're two peas in a pod in my palate. Two peas in a pod in my palate. Two peas chilling in my pod, chilling in a pod in my palate. Stroop waffles are good. Yeah, stroop waffles are awesome. Set them on top of a cup of hot coffee or tea, whatever you prefer. Alright, I'm going for the... I guess I'm going to go for the peanut butter ones. Nah, let's not do the peanut butter. Let's do... Wait, what else is there? There's like the sweet butter cream, which I'm sure are freaking awesome. I think there's only 3 of the sandwich ones. Wait, no, these are... This is a sandwich, right? Nope, that's 3 of those. Let's give these a try. My son. I know a good graham cracker. Is that bread? I'm not going to pick that out of there. I'll eat it later. Just eat it. Just eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Man, those are pretty dark for graham crackers, actually. The ones I usually eat are a lot lighter color than this. Not much smell to them. Not at all, actually. All I can smell is the packaging. I can smell the plastic. Nice and crunchy. Airy. Kind of dense at the same time. Not bad. Not bad. These will go good. And, like... I don't know why, I just have a feeling. I like dipping graham crackers in milk. And this might be okay. The graham crackers I usually eat, they soak up liquid real quick and get real soft too quick. What are these ones? Got real soft real quick. Yeah, those ain't bad at all. But yeah, they are quite a bit darker than the ones I usually eat. I think there's only one sandwich thingy in there. Pretty sure. Let's give the chocolate one a try. Kind of seems to be the theme. There's a lot of sweets and chocolate going on here. The packaging, boy, I'll tell you what, it's pretty tough. I'm having trouble getting it open. Maybe there is 2 in here. There we go. Finally got it open. Kinda. Yeah, this packaging is tough, though. Is it just 3 pieces? It's like a saltine. Look at that. Weird. Straight up. I'll put the rest of it over here. It looks like saltines with chocolate in between it. Oh, that came apart. But very interesting. I'll give it a try. That's what it is. This is like the regular snowflake crackers with chocolate put in them. It's not even like a cream. It's almost halfway solid. I don't know. The cracker kind of makes it, I don't know, different. Not what I expected. Camel fart. I'm probably not speaking clearly. I'm probably talking with my mouth full. The chocolate's pretty good on its own. I just tried a little bit of it. Yeah, it's definitely different, though. I don't think everybody would like this. I happen to like it. But this is one of those ones I can tell just isn't for everybody. That'll go really good. Spicy skyflakes? Never heard of those before. Wait, do you mean these other ones right here? Or, yeah, like these? The onion and chive? Yeah, the chocolate with the skyflakes would be. Okay. I think I've tackled everything. I have, except the Werthers and the Mentos. I'll finish off with that today. And I'm not going to do the Werthers. They take too long to chew up and stuff. But I am going to do a cigarette. Flip the camera around. I'm going to talk to you guys for a few while I smoke. What am I going to smoke? You know what? I'm going with the Miss Maryland. I'm call these are my Miss Marylands. And have a camel from a keg. There we go. All right, right here. Been a while since I had one of these. What, like 3 weeks now? 2-3 weeks, something like that. Been a while. Maybe. I think it has been. All right. All right. Chat. Jack Links and the 2 fruits. Jack Links and the 2 fruits. What am I? Every time I light one of these, it reminds me how much better and well aged the ones that Miss Marilyn got are than the ones that I had originally in the keg. G Schultz says that's what she said. I like those chocolate sky flakes. I don't. Where do you guys get those at? Where do you guys get the sky flakes crackers and stuff at? Because I've never seen them in a store. I do like dark chocolate, yes, much more than I do milk chocolate. The older I get, or the more rations I eat, I don't know what has affected it. Try Vegemite on the bread with spaghetti. I just think it should work. All right, let's do it real quick. Let's do it. We'll do it. Do it. Do it. Bread. A Vegemite. Vegemite mate. Oh, yeah. That's enough. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. Vegemite is, it's like, I don't know, packs a punch, packs a wallop. Spaghetti's cold now, but, alright, here we go. So the acidity from the tomato and stuff, the tomato, dried tomatoes and the tomato sauce cuts through that Vegemite, and it's not anywhere near as potent. Vegemite's one of those things that if you mix it with the right thing, it can tame it down a lot. Just depends on what you mix it with. That's why you put the butter with it too. I think maybe I would assume, because just Vegemite itself on bread is pretty rough, and you add the butter, it does tame it down quite a good bit, and the acidity from the spaghetti sauce really cuts through that sharp yeasty flavor that comes from the yeast extract. Did you guys answer where you guys get those things at? Where you guys get those sky flakes at? No, these are not 2011. These are going to be 89s. I believe I'm pretty sure we discussed this, and there was a paper inside of this that determines that it was 1989 or 90. Yeah. Camel Cash. No date. Huh. I don't think that... I don't know. Mine was from 1989. My can. I think. My Camel Buck that I took out of it said the Camel Bucks expired in 1992. That was the expiration date for the Camel Bucks that were in it. And I'm pretty sure my keg was 1990 or 89, one or the other. And it's the same exact can, so I assume it'd be the same. But I think they made those kegs a few different times, but these have got some age to them for sure. And they just get better every time I have one. They just get better. I'm very, very thankful that Miss Marilyn sent me all these, because I've very much so enjoyed them. What is it to the beef stew? Try the Brookside dark chocolate with acai and blueberry. Brookside, my favorite chocolate right now. Brookside. I don't know where do you get that at? Is that a Brooksides are addicting? I've never seen them before. Huh. There's a lot of chat that I missed. Remember when they made them? 41, remember when they made them? Yeah. Well, I'm 40 and I remember when they made them too. I'm not 40 yet, but almost. Half a year. So, Mike, you're a year younger than me. Yeah, I turned 40 in June. Just at a gas station? I'll have to look for those. You guys said Brookside? Let me look it up real quick, because it's not ringing a bell, but maybe I've seen them before. Ooh, condensed milk on the chocolate. Condensed milk's like it ain't right. It ain't liquid anymore. It's a solid. Or I would. It's like it's turned into sugar. The liquid's probably at the bottom of the tube. I'd say it's separated. There ain't no way to shake it up. BROK Brookside chocolate. Oh, yes, I've had these before. They actually used to have these at the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Same brand. The acai and blueberry. Exact same thing. Or the acai blueberry, whatever they are. I don't know, and blueberry. Yeah. Yep, they had these exact ones at the Dollar Tree, like probably like 2 years ago. They weren't popular, I guess, and then maybe they've taken off. But yeah, I started eating them back then, and then they had the pomegranate ones too. I had those. Wasn't a huge fan of the pomegranate ones. Pomegranate's really good for you, as far as like a health food, and I'm sure acai is as well. That went way too fast. I think I talked through most of it. But, guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up or down. Either way, doesn't matter to me. If you don't like it, I totally understand. Just want your feedback. That's all. After this thing uploads, leave a comment. Google also really enjoys that. And it's much appreciated on my end as well. It's our Alzheimer's disease kicking in. Welcome Back Cotter song stuck in my head. Welcome Back Cotter. I did watch that when I was little. John Travolta. He was the only one that really made it out of there, wasn't he? Was there any other cast members that ended up like making it? I'm trying to think. How many dogs? It's 2 dogs. Which my little poodle. You heard him barking earlier. So probably about 3 weeks to a month ago now. He was going blind anyways, but he kind of all of a sudden went completely blind, and he can't hear unless you. I don't know that he can hear. I think he can feel vibrations. Because you like snap your fingers, or I go like that, and he can come towards me then. But anyway, he doesn't have long left. The only thing I have left that I can do is increase. I started giving him his Lasix again because he was swelling up. We cut the rice out of his diet. He only gets chicken and some like chicken fat now. That's all he gets. All bosom buddies. I don't remember that. Wait, Song to Bosom Buddies. I loved that show as a kid. I liked. What else was it? One of Don Knotts. Oh, the main actor. His name was John Ritter. Is what was the name of that show? It had Chrissy and the other girl. Chrissy and something else. Two girls and John lived together. What was the name of that show? Watched a lot of Happy Days, Dukes of Hazzard as a kid. Three's Company, yes. Oh, another one of my favorite shows as a kid was Balky. You guys remember that show? I think that was the name of it, right? It was Balky was the name of the show. I know it was his name. Was that the name of that? Wasn't the name of the show, was it? It was something else. Um, I had to take Lasix. Had to time my whole day around it. Bad heart valve made my legs swell, but it's gotten a bit better swelling wise. Well, that's good, Daniel. Anything you can do to improve your heart health is definitely good. Perfect Strangers, yes, that was the name of it. Right, yeah. I loved that show as a kid. And Alf, of course, was a big one. Bartakamos, was that his last name? Bartakamos? I don't remember his last name. Oh, Family Matters is a big one. I still watch it. It comes on every night on TBS. Every early morning. You watch Three's Companies with your daughters and they loved it. The sexual windows kind of over their heads. Yeah. 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 Was his name Mr. Hurley? Don Knotts? I think it was Mr. Hurley. And then they got a different landlord at some point. I think he was the different landlord that came in later. That's a good Deep Purple song. What other good TV show? I used to like 227. That was a big show I watched when I was a kid. What else? Watch Saturday Night Live every Saturday. Mork and Mindy, yes. Yeah, same actor, right? That played Balky, right? No, wait, that was Robin Williams, Mork and Mindy, yeah. Duh. That guy did another show, though. What was the name of that other show? Can't remember. Oh, MASH, yeah. MASH, that was great. And, of course, whenever I was watching Dukes of Hazzard, I do believe I was watching the reruns. I don't think I caught them the first time around. I think I was too young. Airwolf, never heard of that one. Knight Rider, loved that show as a kid as well. I've tried to rewatch it. Not as big a fan of it now. What other early shows did I like? Man, there were so many good family shows. Oh, Cosby. I loved the Cosby Show. That was a big one whenever I was a kid. All the Hawk was good too. Yep. Lou Ferrigno. Yep. That was a good show. The Jeffersons, a great show as well. All in the Family. Yep. What was on? Michael Keaton was the one that was All in the Family, right? No, that wasn't All in the Family. What was the name of the Michael Keaton show? I used to watch it too. Quantum Leap. I just was watching what's the name of it? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and they were doing an episode where they thought they were they were in like a quantum leap, and they run into Scott Bakula, and he's like a janitor. He said he's rehearsing or researching a role, and they did a really good play on Quantum Leap. God, that was such a good show. I've actually rewatched that one years ago, probably like 10 years ago. I rewatched it. I have all the DVDs. Quantum Leap. I've got a lot of these shows. Family Ties. Family Ties. Was that the Michael Keaton one? Family Ties. Mr. Belvedere. I loved that show too. Bringing back some good memories here. I used to love watching Mr. Belvedere. That was a great show. Northern Exposure, I never watched that one. It's Always Sunny is one of the greatest comedies ever. The Office. The Office is it's one of my all-time favorites. It may be my all-time favorite. The Office, and then Seinfeld. Those two are up there like tied for top spot. I watched the Mary Tyler Moore Show as a kid. Tell you one of my favorite shows, like nightly shows, was Johnny Carson. The Night Show, when Johnny Carson had it, it was just so pure and so like genuine. Everything about it just didn't seem scripted or rehearsed. It was like you really got to meet the stars through Johnny. It was really, it was something else. I loved that. Loved that guy. Really hated when he stepped down and let Leno take over. Oh, Wonder Years. That was another big one. Also, what was the name of it? Dang it, Bob Saget. Bob Saget, and there was Joey and Jesse. What was the name of that show? Leno's Garage is pretty good. Leno in his older age has gotten better. Like I didn't like him as the host of the Tonight Show whenever he first took over. And then Fallon, I was actually supposed to be on Fallon, and which it didn't happen because of the pandemic. All of our PR tour got squished because they shut New York and Family Matters. Okay, wait, no, Family Matters was one with Carl Winslow and Urkel. That's Family Matters, isn't it? Full House. That's it. Full House. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. What else? Naming TV shows. We're just trying to name old pop culture TV shows. I started watching this one with my grandma when I was probably like 9 or 10, and it used to be on like public access. It used to be on like PBS, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But did you guys ever watch the Red Green Show? This Canadian, I think he was Canadian. This Canadian guy that had a really, it was so weird, especially for the time. And then obviously Tom Green, amazing show, and the Red Green Show just made me think of Tom Green. Tom Green still does his own thing. I've actually tried to get a hold of Tom Green a couple times. I tried to call into his show a couple times. He did like a podcast. Hardly anybody watches it. Well, they weren't whenever I was watching him. It's been a couple years probably. And then he took off traveling about a year ago. During the pandemic, maybe a little over a year ago, he just took off in a van, built out a podcast van. Faulty Towers or Are You Being Served? Faulty Towers. Neither one of those ring a bell for me. Oh, that 70s show was a good one. That was later, though. That was kind of like a... What was that? That was early 2000s, probably. Yeah. There was good MTV shows back in, like, the late 90s. I went on a kick of Beavis and Butthead watching that. What other... Oh, The Real World. the first few years of The Real World. Revolutionary stuff. I watched a lot of TV. Chips was great. I have that on DVD as well. I've never heard of the Faulty Towers. Babylon 5, never watched it. Watched Star Trek as a kid. Oh, Sesame Street when I was little, yeah. 3-2-1 Contact, never heard of that. Oh yeah, TGI Friday shows, yeah. Full House was one of those, I think. America's Funniest Home Videos, which it's still around on. It's a YouTube thing now. I think it's only... Maybe they still do it on TV? I don't know. I know it's a YouTube thing. Double Trouble. Oh, wow. How could I have forgotten the Bundys? What's the name of that show? What is the name of that show? Why am I drawing a blank on that one? Oh, Miami Vice. Yes. That was a good one. Tales from the Dark Side. Yep. That's another. I used to look forward to that. I like the horror, gory type stuff. Home Improvement. Yeah, that was a big one too. That was a big one. Uh, all the dinosaurs, yeah. I think it was just the name of it, wasn't it? Just the dinosaurs? Or dinosaur? Yeah, it was just the dinosaurs. That was a good one. Not the Baby. I remember that. Married with Children. That was the name of it. Yes, you guys are right. Saved by the Bell. I watched that one too. I got that on DVD too. That's all I can think of. Oh yeah, Double Dare with Mark. Mark, what's his name? Mark Summers. Mark Summers. Yeah. I never watched Doctor Who. The grandma's credit card number was 4. You remember that? That's funny. Uh, yeah, I just it come to me. Mark Summers. All right, guys, I got a big old mess I got to clean up, and I got a lot of food I still got to eat. So I got a little bit of that left, but that should be fine if I just do that because I'll finish it. All right. Well, I want to say a huge thanks to Joe, Bourbon Street Joe, and a huge thanks to Dan, or Cyanide Cookies, for sending this thing over a couple years ago, which I just opened the box from him last week. They had a fresher one in there. And thanks to all you guys who sent in super chats tonight. Thanks to all you folks that have hung out and talked in the chat. I really appreciate you guys spending your time with me. And I want to say a huge thanks to my patrons as well. You guys rock. You guys are the reason that I was able to pick up those rations that I opened up out of the boxes last week. The 2 World War II era ones, and one, I would say, early 50s, I think. The company shut down. Somebody told me in I want to say they said 51. So, or 52, something like that. Some early. Maybe they said 59 or 58. But all right, guys. I guess all I got left to do now is say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next live stream. Later.